I'm Jason UFC, and today we have a story about two championship fights have been announced for UFC 312 on February 8th, 2025 in Australia, including the undisputed UFC Middleweight title fight, Dricus Du Plessis versus Strickland 2. In their first fight, Dricus Du Plessis was able to snatch away the title, the undisputed middleweight title, from Tarzan Strickland in what proved to be a really tight, good, competitive fight. Ever since then, many MMA fans have been wondering whether or not Dricus Du Plessis versus Strickland would ever run it back, and not so long later, that's exactly what they are doing. In addition to that, we'll see a blockbuster contest for the UFC Women's Strawweight Championship in the co-main event. You can see the tweet right there. This is going to happen on February 8th. Almost about 2 months from now. Saturday, February 8th, 2025 in Australia. Dricus Du Plessis versus Strickland 2 for the undisputed middleweight title. I've seen some fans a little bit disappointed that this fight wasn't Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus Du Plessis, and some people are even complaining that Strickland shouldn't get a title because he quote-unquote waited. But I'm just like, hold on, Strickland just fought in what? Didn't he just fight in like June? Didn't Strickland just fight Paulo Costa? I think that was in like June of this year. I could be wrong, but I believe Strickland just defeated Paulo Costa in June of this year. Khamzat Chimaev just fought, I think Khamzat Chimaev fought in October, right? A few months ago. So if Khamzat Chimaev is not getting this title, that tells me that, I guess Khamzat Chimaev was not ready. I'm assuming that Khamzat Chimaev probably gets the winner of this fight. Khamzat Chimaev was scheduled to fight Robert Whittaker in June of this year. So it kind of lines up like Dricus Du Plessis versus Strickland. The winner of that fight will probably fight Khamzat Chimaev in June of 2025. But let me know who do you think is going to win this fight. Their first fight happened in Dricus Du Plessis versus Strickland happened, I believe that was in January. I believe that was in January of this year. Yeah, I believe that was in January of this year. Dricus Du Plessis fought a few months ago. This one, maybe July or something like that, July or August, versus Israel Adesanya, defeated Israel Adesanya, stopped Israel Adesanya. Strickland last fight was versus Paulo Costa. He got a assuming it was a unanimous decision victory over Paulo Costa. So this is going to be a good fight. Like I said, their first fight, Dricus Du Plessis versus Strickland, ended in a split decision. I had Dricus Du Plessis winning that fight. It's going to be interesting because remember, also the lead up to that fight, we had a few instances between Dricus Du Plessis and Strickland. There was a Strickland literally physically attacking Dricus Du Plessis in the crowd when they put the camera on. Like literally they had to break them up. And during the press conference, Dricus Du Plessis really got Strickland in his feelings. Strickland did a podcast a few weeks after. He was emotional during that podcast. He got really angry during the press conference for the fight. Dricus Du Plessis really wound Strickland up. So we want to see, does Dricus Du Plessis kind of take the same route? Is he still in Strickland's head? And who do you think is going to win this fight in February 8th, 2025? I am team Dricus Du Plessis and still. But let me know your opinion of this story. I am Jason UFC. Today we had a story about the UFC announces two UFC championship fights at UFC 312 on February 8th, 2025 in Australia. The undisputed middleweight champion, UFC middleweight champion, Dricus Du Plessis will take on Tarzan Strickland. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button. And please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.